Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of EdgeMasterGaming, where today, if you haven't made it to round 100 yet on the Citadelle Day More map, this video is for you. I'm sure you're like, yeah Edge, we know. All you need to do is sit in the tavern and use the GS45 and one of the swords, Mutant Injects, and Casimirs, right? Well, you guys will be half right. If you guys give me a few minutes of your time, I'll show you the easiest alternative method that doesn't use any guns or Casimirs in the highest rounds. This method is so easy you'll be making it to round 100 in no time. But before we get started, if you do wind up enjoying this video, please give it a like and definitely consider subscribing. Also, you can check out my Discord link as well as others that support my channel in the description box down below. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get started. Now before we begin looking at the augments for this strategy, this is actually a modified version of my prestige video for Citadelle, which I've posted a link to in the corner if you haven't checked it out yet. Now in addition to the augments that I've discussed there, in order for the strategy to work, you'll want to use the Frenzied Guard field upgrade with the Retribution and Extension enabled. Due to the recent updates, I'm going to go with the Durandal or the Lightning Sword. If you didn't know, all the swords can now hit 2 enemies per swing and parry the Amalgam's grab, which is awesome. However, the Durandal got the most buffs out of any other sword out there. They increased the special attack damage, the beam special attack now does 65% of the base zombie health, the sword's special ability now processes more frequently while charged, and has a decreased cooldown from 25 to 3 seconds. So what does this all mean? Durandal just became my new favorite sword for high rounding. Now that I've covered that, let's talk a bit about the rest of my loadout. You want to make sure that you have the shock charge added to your loadout just to get the first lightning rod in the village area. It'll save time so you don't have to get scrap for the dead wire. And also, have the blast trap added for lethal, which I'll cover more on later. No gobblegums are really required, so don't worry about them. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get straight into the strategy. So like before in my prestige video, we're just going to camp at the top of the dungeon steps in this tunnel and kill all of the zombies that come up the stairway. At this point, all you need to do is just stay here and farm the zombies until round 25. When that time comes, you should have enough essence to get everything you need. At the end of the round, leave a zombie of course to run down into the dungeon. Get your fully upgraded armor and all perks, taking the shortcut to the tavern. From here, make sure at the beginning of every round that you have 2 Incantation Scrolls. They melt all enemies within a few seconds, especially the gas and amalgams. Usually there's one that jumps out at the beginning of every round. Key things that we're looking for are Mutant Injections and Scrap. Don't worry about picking up anything else. Also, and I know this should go without saying, but please avoid any nukes this early for obvious reasons. Now if you don't have your scrolls maxed out at the beginning of the round, just go out the door to the courtyard and pick them up. And make sure that you're back at the top of the steps before the round starts, or the zombies will begin spawning behind you. Aside from that, I like placing 3 blast traps in the following spots at the beginning of every round. The first 2 are obvious, but the one behind me is here to protect me if I get forced back towards the door. You'll want to start incorporating the sword's special attack after using the scrolls like you see here. This will seem easy at first since the zombies aren't really moving that fast, but trust me, you'll need to get used to this to prepare for what comes later on. If you don't have a scroll to use on the amalgam, you can try to use your special attack like you see here. Or you can fail miserably. By the way, if you didn't know, this grab can actually grab you while you're frenzied as well. Either way, you'll just need to go up to him and start hacking away. Sometime during the later rounds, you'll need to start incorporating the use of the Frenzied Guard after using the sword special. This is because once the zombies start moving faster, they'll quickly swarm you if you're not careful. You won't have time to build up another special attack, and that's even though it only takes 20 kills to do so. Either way, sometime after the special is finished, pop the Frenzied Guard, then kill as many zombies as you can while heading toward the dungeon. This does 2 things. Not only will you kill all the zombies that are coming after you, it will recharge your sword special as well. By the way, did you know that if the sword's dead wire is triggered and you get an insta-kill, the dead wire can kill up to 10 zombies who walk near it? Did you also know that if you don't have your sword special or field upgrade fully charged, if you use a nuke, keep killing the zombies while they're stunned. These kills count toward your sword's special ability and your field upgrade like you see here. Getting back to the Frenzied Guard, I'd say up until round 78 or 79 toward the end of its duration, go back to the top of the steps. You'll be able to reuse your sword's special attack along with any scrolls you've picked up along the way. This sequence should allow you to survive the round, just like you see here. One thing that I forgot to mention are the Vermin and Parasite rounds. These rounds are so easy. All you need to do is set up at the beginning of the round like you normally would. The one key difference is you'll just need to start parrying. When you parry, even though the animation is done, the actual parry window lasts about 1 to 2 seconds longer, so you can use that to parry the Parasite spit attacks, which bounces it back at them. After the Vermin are parried, you can take up to 2 swings before having to parry them again. And don't forget to use your sword's special attack. It's not a waste since you get the max ammo at the end of each of these rounds. By the way, I want to mention to never get the max ammo during your special attack. If you do, it won't re-enable the special attack on your weapon, so always do it after. On rounds 80 and above, with all the scrap that's been saved, you'll have enough to do the last 20 rounds using the Mutant Injection. Now, instead of using both the sword special attack and Frenzied Guard, you can use one or the other and then use the Mutant Injection. Both of these will allow you to survive till the end of the round until you get to round 100. Just remember though, force your way to the dungeon as this allows for more enemies to reach you here. Nearing the end of the round, there will be parasites flying around. Make sure to save one so you can run and get another injection at the front of the Citadelle. Quick sidebar, if you have enough scrap at this point to use Casimir's, then by all means go for it. I tried it on round 102 in the tunnel here, and while it works, I'll have to experiment with it a bit more. Congratulations guys, we've made it to round 100. At this point, I always tend to exfil at round 101, and it's super easy. You don't even need a mutant injection. But on the off chance that you feel more comfortable with it, just go to the crafting table here before exfilling. With what I've given you, you should be able to make round 100 easy. Well guys, let me know if this strategy works out for you in the comments down below. Remember to keep that notification bell on, and as always guys, remember to have fun, take care, and God bless.